So today in Beyond Meat News, we have two pieces of news. This one piece I missed, it was the other day. U.S. meat giant Tyson Foods to launch plant-based food in Asia Pacific, which if you guys aren't sure what the Asia Pacific region is, it encompasses all of these continents and or countries. Whether or not they're launching in all of these areas is to be determined, I guess, but they didn't really specify, so I'm guessing they're probably going to try to get into, I guess we can just assume that they're going to try to get into every country slash continent on this map here. So here's a quick little video explaining that, and then I will get into the other piece of news.
U.S. meat giant Tyson Foods will launch its plant-based meat in the Asia-Pacific region starting this month. Tyson Foods, the company behind Jimmy Dean brand sausage, is the biggest American producer of animal meat by sales. But it's the latest company seeking to cash in on the expanding plant-based market. Rivals Impossible Foods, Beyond Meat, and Nestle have already launched their plant-based products in Asia as consumer demand grows for more health-conscious, environmentally friendly foods. Retail sales for meat substitutes in the Asia-Pacific reached over $16 billion in 2020, and they're expected to exceed $20 billion by 2025, according to data from Euromonitor. On Tuesday, Tyson said it would kick off its plant-based ventures in Asia by rolling out nuggets, strips, and bites in Malaysia under its First Pride brand before expanding into other markets. The company first launched its plant-based products in Europe late last year under its Raised and Rooted brand.
Yeah, guys, so pretty interesting. So I actually didn't know that Impossible did launch some of their stuff in some of the Asia-Pacific area. As we know, they are barred from China. They can't sell anything in China because of regulations, and they also still can't go to the UK. But I guess they are in some of the Asia-Pacific countries here, which I was not aware of, so that's kind of interesting to know. So yeah, guys, competition's heating up. As you guys know, I think the competition is really good for Beyond and the plant-based industry in general. It shows that people are starting to take it more seriously. Yeah, I say the more competition, the better. And I think Beyond can easily stand up to the competition because they do have the superior product in my opinion, although Impossible is definitely right behind them. Tyson, I think, I still have yet to try their Raised and Rooted burgers or anything yet. I haven't seen them in stores, but when I do, I will try them because I do want to do some due diligence and see if they actually do have something that could potentially rival Beyond Meat. Moving on to the next piece of news, we have Beyond Meat names Amazon veteran Phil Hardin as CFO. Plant-based meat maker Beyond Meat on Friday named Amazon.com veteran Phil Hardin as its chief financial officer, replacing Mark Nelson, who retired in May. Hardin spent 15 years at Amazon and has held several roles in finance, most recently as vice president finance for Amazon advertising. He will join Beyond Meat in July. The appointment comes at a time the plant-based food market heats up, with many companies planning a stock market listing, including Beyond Meat's main rival Impossible Foods. Oat milk maker Oatly raised over $1 billion when it went public in May, highlighting investor interest in the plant-based food space. Beyond Meat's stock, which rose about 90% between its IPO in May 2019 and the end of last year, is up 14.5% so far in 2021. Nelson, who played a key role in Beyond Meat's blockbuster public listing, was pulled into a controversy after being named in a fraud claims lawsuit filed by Donley Farms, a former Beyond Meat supplier. Beyond Meat on Friday also named Dina Jurgens as its chief growth officer and Margaret Trask as its chief people officer. But anyways, guys, now for a little technical analysis of the stock price here. So the news today of the very impressive Amazon hire that we got as the new CFO actually didn't move the stock price that much. It was only up 1.74% for today. So I guess, people don't really care about it that much. But as you can see on a technical level here, we are still way above this downward trend that we broke out of. And actually, as you can see, we actually formed a new upward trend line here, a very steep, like a 60-degree angle, like upward trend line here. So we're holding it very well right now. I mean, I expect this to probably dip below it because it is kind of almost turning like parabolic in a way. But again, as long as we could stay above this trend line here, guys, then we are looking solid. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, though, for the news today. A pretty short video. Again, very happy with the price action of Beyond. The new CFO is awesome. More competition is awesome. And yeah, that's going to do it, guys. If you liked the video, give it a like. Make sure to comment also. And if the idea of a Beyond Meat themed channel sounds cool to you, then please consider subscribing.